What is up, guys? Brady's Games, and today I'm going to be showing you a very good tip with the Elgato capture card. So basically, um, to start off with, if we go to Task Manager and we just look at just how much space the Elgato program actually takes up, it's taking up 45% of my CPU. That is really bad. And just to put that into and I'm just going to go into Deriz and let it load up, and I'll be showing you the difference between now versus what you actually have to do to make things not lag, things run smoother, basically just take up less CPU usage. So while we just let this finish loading up, so if you look in the top corner, I have my frames per second thing enabled, and you see it. This lag's pretty bad. Like, we're getting 9, 10, 12 frames a second, and my processor is AMD A8 at 2 gigahertz, and I don't know, this is not exactly playable. So, and you know how in the beginning things usually lag, but this is like 15 or so seconds into it, and more than that now, and it's still laggy. So, yeah, that's really not good at all. It says 1 moment, please. This window, this really ridiculous looking window that basically shows itself over and over again. Pause that, and then what I usually do is just disable it because you're not going to be looking at anything anyway. Now if we go back to Task Manager, look at that. 14%. Actually about 15%. We went from 45%, anywhere from 15 to 20%. Now, let's go back into the Call of Duty World. Unpause that, and you can instantly see things are speeding up, catching up with itself, and you can look in the top right corner and look at my frames. And this is ridiculous. It is probably this is how I play my games. And just inside the Call of Duty World at War game itself, what I usually do for the settings in the actual game is I always keep it at 1280 by 720, just like this. But I usually put shadows and specular map both say no, because that'll give you um, it'll dim down the graphics so you can get a better gameplay. And texture settings, I always keep these on low instead of on automatic. And yeah, that is pretty much how to get better frames. I mean, you can clearly see that no, there's absolutely no lag whatsoever. I'm getting 40, 50 frames a second, and on some maps, which is one called UFSO, I get 90 frames a second. So just basically, the more detailed the map, the lower frames are going to get. Both these tips, if you have an average processor like I do, you should have no problem.